And we've got some very relevant breaking news coming in here on India Today. We're hearing that the two corps commanders of the Indian and Chinese armies could hold their talks within the next 2 to 3 days. It could be over the weekend, it could be on Monday. That's what we're hearing. That's what government sources here in India are telling us. We'll let you know if the Chinese have confirmed on dates, but it hasn't happened so far. But now those talks might be happening within the next 2 to 3 days. The agenda and issues to be raised by the Indian side in the meeting were discussed and finalized during a high-level meeting held by Defence Minister Rajnath Singh along with the Chiefs of Defence Staff and the National Security Advisor. Obviously, disengagement and de-escalation will be the big focus. I want to bring in India Today's defence editor Abhishek Bhalla, who's at Ground Zero in Ladakh with this breaking story. Abhishek, it's been 8 days today since talks were agreed upon by both sides, but dates have not been confirmed, by the Chinese side. Now we're hearing those talks might happen in the next 2 to 3 days. What are you hearing?
That's right, Shiv. Dates not fixed, not scheduled yet, but it's likely very, very soon. That's what I've heard. And there was a meeting today, earlier in the day, in New Delhi, where the security brass got together, not just to review the situation at the line of actual control. There have been many such deliberations over the last few months, but also to focus on what the strategy will be when it comes to talks, when it comes to negotiations with the Chinese in these military talks that are likely very soon. Remember, things have changed over the last 20 days. There has been a lot of posturing from the Chinese side,
yes,
aggressive maneuvers to take over some of the crucial heights that the Indian army has been deploying. So that's the reason why the scenario is completely different from the time the corps commanders met last time. This will be the 6th time that they will be meeting. Of course, the focus and agenda from the Indian side is going to be disengagement, status quo ante as of April end. But let's see how things pan out.
Let's see how things pan out. Lots of uncertainties still remain, including which precise day these talks will be held and whether this new development has come on the back of the Chinese committing to a date. That is not clear just yet, but there are indications that these talks could happen within the next 2 to 3 days. It will be still 10 days after those talks were actually